You know how it is, you're trying to grow your business, and potential customers are, well, they're reaching out everywhere, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
WhatsApp, Instagram DMs, Facebook Messenger, Telegram. It feels like a constant juggling act.
Yeah. And it can feel like you need eyes in the back of your head just to make sure you're not missing a beat, especially when it comes to turning those first messages, those inquiries, into actual sales.
That's really the crux of it. In today's world, your audience isn't just sitting on your website.
Yeah.
They're all over these messaging apps.
Right.
And if your response isn't immediate and, seamless on their chosen channel, that window of opportunity, it can slam shut pretty fast.
Exactly. And that's what we're really digging into today. We're exploring how this Apex AI OmniAgent is tackling this challenge head on. And forget just your website chat for a second. We're talking real-time engagement across WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Telegram. All of them.
Yeah, the places where conversations are actually happening.
We've been looking at how similar AI tech is being used by companies like Zalando and IU alongside what actually makes Apex AI OmniAgent tick.
Right.
So our focus today is pretty sharp, understanding how this technology streamlines that lead conversion process and really elevates the customer experience specifically across these different messaging platforms.
Yeah, our mission, let's say, is to cut through the noise and understand the practical impact. It's not just about being on these platforms. It's about instantly grabbing those first moments of interest.
Okay.
And providing like a consistent, helpful experience that encourages conversion, right? Where your potential customers are actually spending their time.
Okay, so let's paint a picture here.
Yeah.
You're a business owner, right?
Yeah.
And you've got someone showing interest. Maybe they send a quick question on WhatsApp.
Or maybe they're scrolling Instagram and just slide into your DMs.
Exactly, or they're on Facebook and message your page, or maybe even reach out on Telegram. Trying to handle all those conversations separately, it just sounds incredibly inefficient.
It is. You're constantly switching apps, context switching, and well, you're probably delaying responses because of it.
It feels like it's more than just inefficient, though. It sounds like a significant risk, maybe, to your bottom line.
Oh, definitely. Each of those platforms often operates in its own silo. Different tools, different interfaces sometimes.
Right.
And that fragmentation, it just makes it so easy for messages to get missed or buried. And those delayed responses, they can be fatal to a potential sale.
Yeah.
That initial spark of interest, it's often really time sensitive.
Absolutely. I mean, think about someone asks a question about a product via an Instagram DM, say, late on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Are they really going to wait until your team gets back in the office Monday morning? Probably not.
No way. Chances are they've already clicked over to a competitor who is responsive, who answers them right then and there.
So how does Apex AI OmniAgent step in here? How does it bridge this gap and make sure those leads aren't just lost in the shuffle?
Well, the core idea behind Apex AI OmniAgent is that it acts as this central intelligent hub for all these interactions.
Okay.
Imagine like a multilingual, multi-platform AI customer engagement engine. And it's always on, 24/7. Critically, it's designed specifically for these platforms: WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Telegram.
So it extends your reach beyond just, the traditional website chat.
Exactly. It's about being where the customer is instantly.
So it's not just like sticking another separate chatbot on each platform, but it's more like one intelligent system managing them all.
Precisely. And it's incredibly versatile, too. It
Right.
understands both text and those voice messages people love sending.
Oh, yeah. Voice notes are huge.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Using tech like Whisper AI, it can transcribe those voice notes instantly. That's super important for platforms like WhatsApp, right? And then using natural-sounding voice synthesis, think 11 Labs or similar, it can even respond back in voice. Keeps the conversation feeling natural.
Wow, okay. That's a game changer, especially for those quick on-the-go questions.
Right.
So someone sends a voice note on Instagram at like 11 p.m.
Yep. Yeah.
And the system can actually understand it and reply with a voice message right away.
That's the power of it. It's about meeting your potential customer on their terms, in their style, anytime.
Okay.
The concept they use, one brain, multiple channels, really nails it. The AI has this unified understanding of your business.
Right.
And it tailors its response for each platform. So you get a consistent brand experience, but you don't need to manage this like complex web of different systems.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this could really change how businesses engage and, crucially, convert leads on these messaging platforms. Now, you mentioned some examples earlier.
Yeah.
Let's look at Zalando, huge online retailer. How do they use AI?
So Zalando implemented a generative AI assistant powered by ChatGPT, but it's primarily focused on their website.
Okay, website first for them.
Right. Their key goals were pretty clear. Answer customer questions immediately in natural language, offer 204/7 support, and importantly, help people navigate their massive product range more easily.
Makes total sense for a retailer with that kind of scale. How did this website assistant actually help people find stuff?
Well, it could understand pretty specific, nuanced requests. Like someone could ask for, say, a stylish but comfortable outfit for a summer wedding in Santorini in August.
Wow, okay, that's specific.
Yeah, and the chatbot could process that, considering the season, the event, maybe the location vibe, and suggest relevant products.
That's definitely going beyond just basic keyword matching. So what kind of results did Zalando see from this enhanced website experience?
The impact was pretty significant. They rolled it out across 25 markets supporting local languages, which is huge.
Massive.
They saw a 23% increase in product clicks, and get this, a 40% growth in products being added to wish lists.
40%. Wow.
And by extending this AI support, they managed to handle a 12-fold increase in website traffic across those markets.
Yeah.
Think about the doors that opens globally.
Yeah, instantly removing that language barrier on your website, that unlocks a huge potential customer base.
Exactly. Tiansu from Zalando, their VP of personalization, really emphasized how they consistently adopt new tech to improve that customer journey.
It sounds like offering that level of instant personalized guidance, even just on their website, really paid off in tangible results.
For sure. Their website success really highlights the potential of AI to drive engagement and conversion. But now let's think about how Apex AI OmniAgent takes this concept and applies it directly to those messaging platforms.
Right, because that's where so many of those first customer interactions actually happen.
Exactly. While Zalando saw great results on their site, what about a business that really needs to connect where people are already chatting WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger?
That's where IU comes in, the eyewear retailer.
Precisely. I faced that classic challenge. Growing online traffic, but needing to maintain really strong customer engagement, they knew they had to be there for customers throughout the buying journey,
Not just on a website.
not just on the website, across various touch points. So they brought in an AI omnichannel support agent, used live chat, automated chat flows, analytics across multiple platforms.
So their focus was really on creating that connected experience, making it seamless.
That was the goal. Evelyn Lopez, their marketing manager, talked about needing a tool to customize the journey, respond instantly, guide purchases, and boost sales, but importantly, without losing that personal touch.
Which seems extra important for something like eyewear online.
Absolutely. Building trust through timely help is key there.
So what impact did this more integrated AI approach have on IU's business results across these different channels?
The results were really quite compelling. They saw a 25% increase in sales and a five-fold jump in conversions, specifically after the implemented AI-powered cart abandonment automations.
5 times conversion on abandoned carts? That's huge.
Isn't it? In 2023 alone, their bot helped recover 1,600 euros in sales just from 537 of those abandoned cart conversations.
Wow.
And overall, they attributed a pretty significant 177,000 euros in revenue growth directly to their AI omnichannel agent and those automated chat flows.
Okay, that's substantial revenue. What about efficiency? Did it help their customer service team response times on those message apps?
Oh, absolutely. Their average wait time just plummeted. It went from like 2 to 5 minutes using their old Shopify chat to around 30 seconds with the AI agent.
30 seconds? How?
Well, the AI could instantly handle all those routine questions.
Yeah.
Where's my order? What's your return policy? That freed up their human agents to tackle the more complex, nuanced stuff.
Right, and listeners should think about that for their own business, right? How much time or how many people are currently tied up just answering those basic questions across WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook?
Exactly. Could a unified system free up that capacity for something more strategic? For IU, it definitely did.
So the AI was like the first line of defense, handling the common stuff, escalating the tricky bits.
Perfect way to put it. And their automated chat flows were incredibly effective too. Out of over 2,200 conversations, those flows successfully handled more than 1,800 on their own.
Wow.
And they even generated over 1,300 new leads through those automated interactions. Customers specifically mentioned loving the fast help from the live chat too.
That's great feedback.
And Evelyn Lopez also pointed out how easy it was to set up using templates they could then customize. That's always a bonus.
For sure. It sounds like IU really harness that integrated multi-platform AI to not just improve service, but directly drive sales and leads. Okay, let's bring this back to Apex AI OmniAgent specifically across WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, Messenger.
Right.
We've seen AI's impact on a website with Zalando and a broader omnichannel approach with IU. How does Apex AI OmniAgent build on this to really zero in on lead conversion within those key messaging apps?
That's the crucial link, isn't it? While those examples show AI's power, Apex AI OmniAgent is really engineered from the ground up to deliver that same intelligent, real-time responsiveness directly inside the messaging apps.
Where people are starting the conversation.
Exactly, where they're most likely to reach out first and show that initial interest.
Okay, so focusing specifically on those direct messaging channels, what are some of the key advantages businesses can expect for lead conversion using Apex AI OmniAgent?
Well, one of the biggest potential benefits they highlight is a dramatic cut in customer support costs. They talk about potentially 80–95%.
80 to 95%. How?
By having a single AI agent handling the workload that might currently take several human agents across all those platforms, 247. They even give an example projection, like reducing monthly costs from maybe 15,000 euro down to 2,000 while also getting instant responses.
Okay, that sounds great on paper, but what factors allow a business to actually get those savings? Is it just about volume or complexity?
That's a fair question.
Mhm.
It likely depends on the volume of interactions, the nature of the queries, how many are repetitive versus complex, and how efficiently the AI can be integrated with existing systems like inventory or CRMs to resolve issues without needing human handover. But the potential is certainly there.
That kind of cost efficiency is definitely eye-catching.
Mhm.
What else does it offer specifically for converting leads on these platforms, like WhatsApp leads or Instagram leads?
Well, instant multilingual support in over 50 languages. Think about that for engaging internationally through DMs or WhatsApp.
Right, the barrier just disappears.
Exactly. You're not limited by your team's language skills anymore. You can have real, direct conversations and nurture leads globally. And it aims to turn every inquiry, every message into an opportunity.
Even that voice note at a weird hour.
Especially that 3 a.m. voice note on WhatsApp or that Instagram DM gets instantly transcribed, understood, and responded to. No potential lead is left waiting until morning.
So no more missed opportunities just because of time zones or language barriers on these really direct channels.
That's the idea. And it goes beyond just Q&A. If you connect it to your product database, your price lists,
Okay.
Apex AI OmniAgent can act like a virtual sales assistant. It can answer product-specific questions, maybe guide someone on sizing or features, right there in the chat.
So it's not just support, it's actively engaging to move the sale forward.
Precisely. It's proactive engagement designed for conversion, happening right in their DMs.
That's a big step up from just an auto reply saying, "We'll get back to you."
Yeah.
What about setting it up, keeping it accurate across all these apps? Does that take a lot of effort?
That's another key advantage they stress. They claim zero training time is needed for the AI itself.
Zero. How?
It learns from your existing documentation, FAQs, product descriptions, help articles through their smart Aggie system.
Yeah.
And it continuously updates itself.
So no massive onboarding project or constant manual retraining needed for every single platform.
Apparently not, which sounds incredibly streamlined, right?
Yeah, it really does. And how does this tech actually make the experience better for the potential customer who's reaching out on WhatsApp or Instagram?
The aim is a premium, almost VIP level experience. Imagine getting instant personalized help every single time you DM a brand, no matter the platform or time.
That would be nice.
Yeah, with its memory of past chats, understanding voice, speaking their language, the AI can create this seamless, engaging flow that encourages them to move forward. Plus, handling the routine stuff instantly frees up your human team for those higher value chats.
Definitely sounds like a win-win for the business and the customer. And just to be crystal clear, this all works seamlessly across WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, Messenger, using that unified intelligence.
Exactly. One central AI managing those crucial initial chats across all the key messaging platforms. No more team members juggling 5 different apps and maybe dropping the ball.
They mentioned some real-world use cases. Can you give an example of how this works for lead conversion on, say, WhatsApp?
Sure. Picture this. Potential customer sends a voice note on WhatsApp, maybe it's midnight, asking if product X is in stock.
Okay.
With Apex AI OmniAgent, that voice note gets transcribed instantly. The AI checks the inventory, assuming it's connected, and replies, maybe even with a voice message back, saying, yes, it is. Here's the link to purchase, all within seconds. No human needed at midnight.
Wow. Okay, another one. Maybe Instagram.
Right. Someone's browsing your Instafeed,
Yeah.
likes a product, and sends a DM in, let's say, Portuguese, asking about shipping costs to Brazil.
Okay.
Instead of waiting for a Portuguese-speaking agent who might be off-duty, the AI instantly replies in perfect Portuguese with the exact shipping info. That keeps the momentum going, keeps that potential sale alive right there in the DMs.
That's incredibly efficient for capturing those fleeting moments of interest and just keeping the conversation moving towards a sale. Now, you mentioned the tech behind it, SmartRag. Can you break that down a bit? How does that make sure the AI gives good, accurate info to these leads?
Yeah, so Smart Rega stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. It basically uses vector databases, which are good at finding relevant information.
Okay.
So instead of the AI just making stuff up based on its general training, it actively retrieves information from your specific knowledge base, your product docs, your FAQs, your policies.
Ah, so it looks things up in your approved materials first.
Exactly. OpenAI themselves have pointed out that this RGA approach significantly improves accuracy and relevance by grounding the AI's answers in external verified data. For a business user, this means the AI is always referencing your official information.
So it gives trustworthy answers to leads on WhatsApp, Instagram, wherever, less risk of mistakes.
Right. It minimizes the risk of giving out old pricing or wrong specs, which is obviously crucial when you're trying to convert someone. And the beauty is when you update your info new products, price change the AI automatically learns it through SmartRed.
So no need to manually retrain the AI model every time you update a product page.
Nope. It stays current automatically. Ensures your lead interactions are always based on the latest facts.
That sounds like it would solve a lot of headaches businesses might worry about with AI accuracy, especially across so many channels. So, who is Apex AI OmniAgent really built for? Who gets the biggest boost for lead conversion on these messaging apps?
Well, looking at their positioning, it seems particularly strong for direct-to-consumer or DTC brands.
Okay.
Those brands often rely heavily on direct interaction through messaging apps to build relationships and drive sales. Having that virtual storefront open 20/47 with instant multilingual engagement is a massive plus.
Makes sense. Anyone else?
Yeah, SaaS companies too. They could use it to instantly handle pre-sales questions, guide trials, maybe even qualify leads coming through LinkedIn DMs or similar platforms.
Okay.
Larger enterprises could use it for consistent lead qualification and routing across all their social and messaging channels. And even agencies could potentially use it to offer always-on lead response services for their clients.
It really sounds like almost any business using these messaging apps to connect with prospects could see a real benefit in conversion efficiency. So, looking at the bigger picture, what does this kind of tech signal for the future? How will businesses engage and convert leads in this multi-channel world going forward?
I think this really points towards a future of, well, truly seamless and immediate interactions, regardless of where the customer chooses to start the conversation.
Right.
It's a shift away from fragmented tools, manual checking of different inboxes, towards a single, unified, intelligent AI that can effectively nurture leads across WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, all of them.
And like their materials suggest, it could potentially replace the need for dedicated human responders just monitoring each separate platform.
That seems to be the implication, freeing up sales and marketing teams to focus on more strategic work, or handling the really complex, high-value conversations with already qualified leads.
It's kind of like having that perfect, tireless lead engagement specialist who's fluent in everything and available everywhere 24/7. They had some memorable power quotes you mentioned. Anything that really nails this lead conversion aspect?
Yeah, one that stuck with me was the idea of having a ChatGPT twin that's laser-focused on your inbox, your DMs, your WhatsApp, specifically to qualify leads just like your best sales rep would.
That's a cool analogy.
And another compelling one was framing it as a question. Would you hire someone who speaks 50 languages and instantly engages every single lead no matter the time? Because, well, now you potentially can.
Right.
These really drive home how this tech could fundamentally change the approach to lead conversion online.
Those are definitely powerful ways to think about it. So let's wrap this up. What's the key takeaway for our listeners trying to boost their conversion rates on platforms like WhatsApp and Instagram?
I think the central message is that Apex AI OmniAgent represents a really significant opportunity. It lets you enhance lead conversion and the whole customer experience by providing that instant intelligent engagement right inside the messaging apps your prospects are already using daily.
It tackles those problems of scattered chats and slow replies.
Exactly. It lets businesses actually capitalize on those crucial first moments of interest and guide more people smoothly down the sales funnel, right from their DMs.
Right. It's about being there, being fast, and being helpful in the exact places those initial chats are happening. And for you, the listener, what's the core value here when it comes to turning those messages into actual paying customers?
Well, it boils down to capturing every single potential lead, doesn't matter the platform, doesn't matter the time, and providing an immediate personalized interaction that encourages them to take that next step.
Which translates to
Save time, saved resources for your team, definitely happier potential customers because they get instant help, and most importantly, a direct positive impact on your revenue by maximizing those lead conversion opportunities you might be missing now.
So here's a final thought for everyone listening to mull over. How much potential revenue are you currently leaving on the table by not having an immediate intelligent presence on every messaging platform your customers use?
Yeah, what would it actually mean for your business if you could instantly engage with every single lead on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, turning those initial DMs and messages into valuable customers?
It's definitely something worth exploring how a system like Apex AI OmniAgent could fit your specific business needs and what that ROI might look like in terms of more converted leads and happier customers.